How's it now?
Good.
Yeah, it was nice to get my feet wet. Being back in a competitive game where the runs actually matter. It was fun to be in a competitive sphere environment the other day for the first time since that first spring training. But it was good. I got the curveball working through a good amount of those, a couple good changeups, and I liked where we were at the other night.
How much do you like at San Francisco?
I like it. I'm not sure what the numbers are here. It's obviously a pitcher's ballpark. If you can keep it away from the short porch and right. But yeah, it's definitely on the side of fly ball pitchers. So you can be a little bit more aggressive over the plate sometimes. But overall, I enjoy it.
All right. Thanks, Jordan.
Yep.
Next, TR.
Jordan, you talked a lot about your curveball the last 2 or 3 starts and how important it is to you. My question is, how tough is it for you to get that thing just right? How fickle is it or whatever to be where you want it?
Yeah, it takes a little time for it to be a comfortable pitch for me. I'm at my best when I'm using it behind in counts to get back into counts. This second ramp up, spring 2.0 or whatever, it took me a couple rounds around the rotation a couple times through to feel more comfortable with it. A few side sessions with it took a little longer, but I like it. I like where it's at right now. I knew it would come back and be where it was at the end of the season last year when we stopped. But yeah, it's just one of those things that takes time, just a feel pitch similar to your changeup.
See, a lot of people like the slider because it's easier to control, easier to put together, easier to hone. Does that ever cross your mind, the balance, what's better, a curve or slider?
No, I think it's whatever works best for that individual pitcher. I've done them all: cutters, sliders, curveballs. I just came across this curveball 2 or 3 years ago, and it's been it was a pitch worth holding on to and not trying to a different slider or cutter. I knew this curveball would play in my future, and that's why I stuck with it.
Other questions for Jordan? Sam.
Jordan, I know a couple of pitchers in this on the staff have gone down in the last couple of days. I'm curious, just from your perspective as a pitcher, the ramp up you guys had in the second spring training, summer camp, whatever it is. I mean, do you feel like that just kind of being a more condensed version of what you do? Do you think that is contributing to something? I mean, or is there any kind of concern there?
I don't think I heard the first part. Are you talking about health-wise?
Yeah, just kind of the way that it was condensed.
I think obviously numbers are pretty high right now, and I don't see that stopping, especially when we start talking about double headers for relievers. I mean, having to ramp up as quick as we did the second time, injuries are going to happen more so than a normal spring training, that's for sure. I can only do what I can control, and that's mentally, physically be where I need to be every 5th day and doing my extra work inside. But it's going to happen. They're going to continue to happen just because it's all so new for everyone and different.
You mentioned just doing what you can do. Is there anything that you can proactively do to keep yourself healthy, or is that just something that comes when it comes, if it does happen?
I think it's one of those things that it's going to happen if it happens. There's obviously certain things you can do inside to help prevent or prolong something happening. But if it's your time, I feel like it's your time.
Thanks.
Other questions? Dave.
Yeah, Jordan, I was kind of wondering a little bit off topic for you specifically as a pitcher. as you guys traveled, you got on the plane, you go to the hotel, you start to get into that rhythm of the road. If there's anything, I don't know, psychologically might be the wrong word, but if there's anything that makes it feel like a little more like a real baseball season than perhaps it did in that first week at home.
Yeah, I think so. Especially we had an off day yesterday, and getting on the bus and heading to the airport, which we're so accustomed to. I mean, that kind of makes you feel more at home, or like a more of a normal season. Then checking in late to hotels. I mean, that's what we've been doing for 15 years. Yeah, definitely a little bit more normal today, opposed to kind of doing that second spring training, and then another team coming in doing exhibition, and then playing a couple real games. I think, yeah, it has sunk in just a little bit more that we're kind of back to our normal life.